Welcome back to another edition of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. And before I get into it, shout out Austin Tyler Reaves, the boy from Oklahoma, the Okie. Shout out Austin Reaves. Stellar performance tonight, man. Stellar. And look, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. It is time Malik Beasley takes his ass to the bench, and Austin Reaves is the starting shooting guard. It is almost like night and day when you see these two out. We keep saying, "Oh, Malik Beasley needs to have a good game. We need to keep him." Nah, forget all that. He's been showing us since he's been here that he is not. He's had what, two shooting games out of the 20 he's been here. It's time. It's time. It is absolutely time. We put AR in the starting lineup. We play maybe get off to a little bit more hot starts, and we do even better than we should be doing. I am fully behind it. I was standing with Malik Beasley for a minute, but nah, the Malik Beasley experiment is over. Start Austin Reaves needs to be in the starting lineup. That's it. I feel like we get to keep it a bean, 100. I think right now we would get way more production out of Lonnie Walker than we will get out of Malik Beasley. Like, he is just like, Malik is being just way too streaky. Like, he had a good shooting game when we blew out somebody the other day. But other than that, like, where are you, man? Where to be in the starting lineup, to be a shooting guard, knockdown shooter, you're not knocking down shots, you're not giving us other buckets like Malik Beasley. I think it's time you take Austin's role coming off the bench. Maybe you can get some better shots, or maybe something else. I don't think it's ticking yet, man. I do not think Malik Beasley should be in the game tonight. Let's just go across the stat line. Man played 26 minutes tonight, made one 3-pointer, was 1 for 5 from the field. So even when he's not hitting his layups, he's not getting anything else. I mean, not his layups, my bad. When he's not hitting threes, he's not doing too much else for us. Austin Reaves across the board, just in comparison: 35, 6, 6, 9 from 14, and 1 from 4 from the three, 16 of 18 from the free throw line. And Austin played 30 minutes tonight. 4 more minutes than Malik Beasley and way better production. Lonnie Walker got a DNP. I think Lonnie would have had a way better game than Malik Beasley. I'm going to stand on that. And it's getting to a point where we're running out of time with this Malik Beasley experiment. We need to move forward and we need to win games. And if Malik isn't being the player we need him to be, I am absolutely certain somebody else on the end of that bench that's been getting DNPs, Max Christie, Lonnie Walker, would fit right in and do what Malik Beasley is not doing right now. But I'm going to digress and getting into the game. Today, the Lakers took on the Orlando Magic. Lakers beat the Magic 111-105. High man for the game just gave me a shout out. His whole segment, Austin Reaves with 35. Now, before I have said the Lakers can afford, I mean, that they can afford to have a bad 80 game when you get production from everyone else. Austin Reaves had 35. D'Lo had 18, was knocking down shots. Dennis Schroeder had a stretch in the game where he was lighting it up from 3-2. So when we have players that aren't AD that are getting their game in order, knocking down shots, getting to the basket, or doing whatever they do to pick up the offensive load, AD is not, then that's when we can have a subpar AD performance. But when AD has a bad game or isn't like that guy out there, it shows bad, and it's because we're trying to like force feed him the ball when in reality, like, the teams like scheme against taking the game away from AD. Ever since that Raptors game, ever since then, it's just been a lot different types of defense on that AD, and I don't think we still have yet to adjust to it. To keep it at 100, we have yet to adjust to getting AD back in the game. Like, we try to give him the ball, but that Raptors really showed us the blueprint on how to take AD out of the game. So I'm curious to see what the Lakers do going forward to get AD some offensive touches, and maybe that changes when LeBron gets back. We did hear today some more news. I'll get into that in a sec. But maybe that changes a little bit when LeBron gets back, that AD scoring or the floor opens up for him a little more. But let's keep going down the line and looking at the rest of the game. Like I said, D'Lo had 18. He had a pretty good game. 4 for 8 from 3, 6 assists. I don't think he had too many turnovers. I don't think he had a turnover. He had one. My bad. He had one turnover. But other than that, that's a solid game for D'Lo. And I'm just looking forward to D'Lo having 18 and 6. When you got somebody else on the floor scoring 35, it helps a lot. Because usually that 30-plus game will come from LeBron or AD, and the supporting cast will need to have games in double digits, high double digits, those 15, 16, 17-point games. And that just really helps. And Dennis Schroeder, it didn't like he made 3 of 6 from the three, but just his impact on the floor, like getting after it, getting rebounds, throwing the ball. Dennis brings so much energy to the floor, and him too. I will say Dennis too. Like when Dennis is playing good, it's contagious. Everybody else around him is moving without the ball, cutting, ready to get open. So when Dennis, the bench squad really feeds off of Dennis, and Austin Reaves does too, which allows him to get his game going too. But I do want to give Dennis Schroeder some credit. Like I feel like he gets looked over since we got D'Lo, but nah, Dennis, I'm still here with you, buddy. Wendy Gabriel got some minutes tonight. He got some minutes tonight alongside AD, which is a different site. Coach Han doesn't really run them together like that concurrently, but it was cool to see him out there go double big. And Paulo Banchero, that boy, nice. I'm a dookie, so I've been following him for a minute. But Paulo, game is cold. We didn't get to see him ball like that last time we played him in Orlando. He did not have a good game, but man, I do see his game progressing in the future. I do see him becoming an all-star. Maybe he can lead the Magic out of that dark place. Stu Lance mentioned on the broadcast tonight, 10 of the last 11 seasons, the Magic have had losing records, and only this is the fourth season in a row they've had a losing record. They just cannot, get over the hump, and understandably so. You haven't had a superstar there since Dwight Howard. The Magic have not really focused on rebuilding rather than just playing because I don't think they've had too many high lottery picks besides Aaron Gordon. I'll take that back. Aaron Gordon, but he wasn't really the franchise changer they wanted him to be. I see Paulo. I see a bright future for Paulo. I do see the Magic being able to compete in a few years. Cole Anthony is tough, and the rest of those guys on that Magic team are some solid young dudes. Wendell Carter, another dookie. Bol, his game. Bol's game is pretty cool, but that guy is 7'2", playing like he's like 6'8". And it's kind of funny to see it, but because he has his game, he plays like a guard, but he's a big old dude. Yes, but let me get back into Laker ball. So we heard today that the Lakers might get LeBron back before the end of the season, which is a good sign. I was honestly thinking when we first got the news of LeBron's foot that he would be out. I counted about 4 weeks, and that led me to seeing him come back sometime in April when we had about 7 games left. Now, I might still be on track to get that prediction, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, we'll see. We'll see if LeBron comes back. And it's going to be tough when LeBron gets back, too, because the guys have been so used to the ball moving around, not being stagnant, watching a lot of one-on-one ball play. It's been a different type of game, but I hope LeBron's able to come in and fit seamlessly with these guys. I mean, evidently so, Hall of Famer, all that stuff, all the accolades, but we'll see, because we know when LeBron does play, the ball does get sticky, players get stuck to the floor, everybody just like to look around and watch. But I don't hope I do hope we're a different team and everybody's looking to move around, because that will make LeBron be able to play his best when you got to worry about D'Lo, when you got to worry about Austin Reaves, when you got to worry about AD and LeBron. So no double teams, defensive assignments for the other team will be completely different. So I do think LeBron changes the Lakers' current look right now when he does come back or return if we make it to the postseason. So that was for LeBron. And then I don't know if anyone else, I forgot who reported it, but the Lakers were looking to offer Rui in the offseason somewhere about $10 million a year just for a contract when he hits free agency this summer. And I think that's an okay deal. For one, I like Rui coming off the bench. I like his depth. He keeps his stacked at the wing position. He's the long player, can get down and play some defense, and he can get up, run up and down the field and play some offense, run up and down the court, and play some offense. But I do like Rui's game. I do want to keep Rui because, like I've said before on the show, the Lakers sometimes just lack continuity. And they don't sometimes lack it. It's been consistently lacking continuity over the last 3 seasons. They don't bring back anybody from previous rosters, and ever since the 2020 championship team, we have not been able to, maintain a roster for another season. Russ, AD, and LeBron and Austin Reaves and Wayne Gabriel were the only players on the team from last season. Russ is gone now, so a lot of all of the other guys are newbies. Besides, Dennis Schroeder was here 2 seasons ago. But I feel like that's just different because, it wasn't the same team as last year. No continuity in the Lakers. But I'm going to get out of here pretty soon, y'all. We got Phoenix coming on Wednesday. Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know what's going to happen with that. me and Randy get to get on here and talk our trash back and forth. Hopefully, I'm hoping for a Lakers W because it's been a long time since we beat Phoenix, man. And I'm tired of hearing his mouth every time we lose to them. So, y'all, until next time, peace. Like I said, subscribe us. If you agree with anything I said, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with anything I said, let me know in the comments. I'm always open to chat. Sometimes I reply on YouTube from my personal YouTube account or with the show. But either way, I will get back to you if you want to go for some discourse in the comments. But until next time, y'all, peace. And let's beat Phoenix on Wednesday. I'm out.